Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today we're going to be talking about One Piece Chapter 1154. Like and subscribe for more content. Chapter 17, comprising 17 pages, delves into the story of Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 38. The chapter begins with a poignant request from Ocho and Kikunalo to visit the grave of the hero born in West Blue and raised in Ringo. They take a tomato and uni, poge, and one to a grave in Rinasuka, a place they had not seen before. The chapter then provides a brief summary of the Big Mom incident when she was a child, highlighting the numerous disasters that befell Elbaf. A massive snowstorm prevented crops from being harvested, and giants were unable to fish or hunt, leading to widespread famine in the region. Baby Loki manages to return to the castle, but Queen Estrid refuses to see him. Despite his attempts to hug his mother, Estrid, consumed by hatred, rejects him. Desperate, baby Loki cries as the soldiers take him out of the room. The chapter concludes with a chilling scene where baby Loki sings a song about wanting to be off his outer shell. He expresses his anger and frustration, blaming the nation for its current state due to the fact that they didn't kill him immediately. He vows to never let that monster near him again and to destroy his eyes, fearing that everything will be cursed if he doesn't. The chapter ends with giant soldiers warning Prince Loki not to go near his mother's room, and Loki responds with a series of anguished cries. The chapter concludes with a note about the disasters that have befallen Elbaf, putting the nation on the brink of destruction. Giants attempt to attack Hyrule because he is related to cursed Prince Loki, but Harold returns to Elbaf just in time to help Hyrule and Ida. Harold addresses his brothers, urging them not to hurt each other. The same time I received news that Loki was born, I also heard about the famine that is raging through this nation. Immediately, I discussed that issue with countries with whom we have diplomatic relations. And with just that, they filled their ships with food. No questions asked. The humans are all so small compared to us. But several countries work together and are delivering food that is enough to fill even the bellies of us giants. Let's accept New Neptune, no blood with Ararotter. And one day, when they need our help, let's give it to them all. It's a small world that we all share. In an Amtharangi double pone, we see tons of human shin arriving to the land. All of them transported massive boas full of food to help the denizens. Estrid died right before Harold came back to Tolbath. Harold was busy developing roads to connect Elbaf villages and end all fighting in the country. So Loki grew up with Estrid's younger brother, no name for this character Vet, who also abused him. Some time later, Stems this man was clad in creatures from the underworld. To prevent more problems, giant soldiers covered Loki's eyes, claiming he had an eye disease. Cut to 56 years ago at Gerald's house. Harold and Jarrett were talking about conflicts between giants and the world government. Jarrett: Harold, you were at the Levelly where that incident occurred. Harold: Icon. I asked a kind man who was my intended to tell me that he was a soldier. In the end, my request fell on deaf ears. If that murder hadn't occurred, I may have been arrested. Jarrett: just being arrested would have been nothing. How ruthless. Have you heard the story of the Galera? And the kanjis mean great hammer warriors. Harold: I think it was a group of tough giant shipwrights, warriors with hammers, or maybe even a myth, right? Gerald: no, they were real. They sailed beyond Elbaf and sent home a letter from where they went. The content of the letter was dying the hinds of "we have all been captured." Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors, including ancient giants, were all captured by someone. Harold wondered if they were captured by the world government. Gerald replied that all they could say for sure is that a great enemy existed in the past, but that part of their history was sunk deep into the ocean on a fateful day. Gerald finished by saying he had heard a rumor that Galera members are frozen somewhere. When Gerald talks about Galera, we can see in the background some of their silhouettes, and at least two of them are two of the frozen giants that Nami and Chopper saw in Punk Hazard. Cut to 48 years ago. After the beasts' incident on the villages, Kid Loki jumped from the sun world to the underworld by himself. Loki crashed heavily to the ground. Then he took out his blindfold and cried alone, saying he can't even die. Suddenly, a mountain was cut in half in the distance, and someone spoke. Mystery Man. What on earth is going on with this island? Where's the entrance? A group of people approached Loki. Shiki, Edward, Newgate, Buckingham, and a mysterious man. Mystery Man. Ah, there we go. A giant brat. I told you we are an Elbuff. Shiki, Jahaha. This kid has the face of a devil. Newgate. Isn't he huge, even for a giant? And is he crying right now? In the fucking epic final double page of the chapter, we discover that Mystery Man is Roxy. Xebec. Xebec's face was very similar to Teach's face. Same eyes, nose, mouth. He had spike hair with black and white locks, wore earrings, and also had a scar on the left side of his face. He was a big guy like Teach, but thinner. Chapter ends with Xebec official presentation. Narrator. Harold encountered this man at the Leveille 8 years ago, during which this man escaped after killing an admiral of the Marine headquarters, and is currently hunted by the world government, who has placed a high bounty on his head. Xebec, all right. Say yes to both of my questions, kid, because that is the answer I am seeking right now. First, is this place that nation of giants called Elbuff? Second, it's better that Harold be here, LL. Rox D. Xebec later became the captain of Rox Pirates editor's note. The legend appears. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.